It didn't.
It didn't.
Yeah,
It ended
it
on my
definitely.
screen.
Why the fuck? I didn't get the error and stuff this time. I didn't have any drop frames.
Well, I messaged you because like I noticed it started like getting really, really blurry and it wasn't correcting on my screen, and there was like a buffering thing. So I was like, "Are we dropping frames?" That's why I sent you a text because I was like, hold up."
Okay, it did end. It started again. I ended it and then started it again. Okay. I need to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Abyss said that the stream was having a couple of hiccups.
It wasn't showing up on my end. I didn't have any drop frames. Well, I had like 400, but that was at the very beginning, and then it didn't do anything else. So, motherfucker. All right, for now, let's just keep going. We'll try to figure this out in a minute. We'll do some research and stuff.
Okay.
If we're going to be a team, there can't be any secrets.
I don't have any secrets. I don't. In the contract, there were things that I can't talk. Even that he's gone, I still can't talk about it. It's fine. I didn't do anything like killing people. Nothing super shady. Did my job. And like I said, I don't kill my own. And if you don't trust me, that's fine. But I'm your captain regardless. You have to go with me. So, take it or leave it.
You don't have to talk about it if it's in the contract, but you could write about it.
Don't work like that.
Oh, it's loopholes to everything.
All right. I'll let you all sit on it. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Whether or not that's bright and early in the morning or right before we leave. But I'm gonna head out.
I should stay in here. We have an extra, 3 beds?
I don't know if I'm wanted here at the moment. So
I think the main issue is that we just don't know you yet. It's not that we don't like you, it's that we're trying to trust you and stuff's kind of piling against you right there.
well, I don't know you either. Let's make that clear. You guys were working with men who I have no clue who Min is. But my version of Min was Vecna. So how do I know that your Min is any better than Vecna? I don't. I don't know what you guys have done before I got here. And you don't know what I did before I got here. So I think we can all extend each other a little bit of trust on our pasts. You guys may be new to adventuring, going out there, fighting things, but I'm not. And to tell you all the stories would take you a very long time of sitting, listening, tears. It's not worth it for either of us. So if you can extend me the courtesy of forgetting everything that happened before today, I can do the same.
I think you should just stay in here just in case, like, you're a real awful snorer and we have to be traveling with you for a few days. Just would like to know. And before you say, "Oh, I don't snore," people who say that usually snore a lot.
If everyone wants me to stay, I will.
And it'll be the first little steps into the road of getting to know each other.
There we go.
If everyone's fine, then I'll stay here.
All right, but first, food.
Morning, Aggie snores.
Very loudly.
Which bunk is Aggie's so I can stay far away?
I am in the middle of the room.
Yeah,
Every
he was in
bed
the one
is
next
just.
to Mimi, where Mimi was.
I thought this was like a bunk for like 6
Oh.
people.
There were like 4 on
there's-
one side, and I think there might have been like 1 or 2 beds or something on the other. How it was
No,
described.
there's 4 beds. There's 1 on each wall on the left and right, and then 2 beds on the back.
Okay, I know me and Mimi had the ones that were closer together, I think. Originally, I think, maybe. I could be wrong. It's been a hot minute. But Raelf will just gesture to the unused bed.
You may want to wash those sheets.
I don't think BB was dirty or anything, but
I don't think it's the one that Mimi was in. I think it was the empty. There are 5 or
There's 4 beds.
sorry, brain. Yeah, okay. I guess I'll take me. But wait, but that mean I'd be really close to Rylith. I think I'd be uncomfortable with that.
What?
We're just gonna do a big old shuffle.
No, I think I would like make a little spot like in between Aggie and on the floor.
There's this magical thing where we could, move the bed.
He's good.
Just move the bed.
He's
My
really
area
sleep. It's
is-
fine.
the section where my bed is just absolutely disgusting. There's clothes on the floor, the bed's not made, there's food, like half-eaten food everywhere. Like there's kind of like a sour smell. It's
You know, he's just gonna take Mimi's bed and
Take
not
where
fight
you're
it.
comfy.
just a like, I'll sleep over, never mind, I'll sleep over here.
I don't bite.
No, I just didn't want to encroach on your comfort.
I live in a barracks with these 2.
I
Especially
realize
that
now.
one. She's gonna point at Aggie. This one's the issue. If you're worried because you're a dude, you're not encroaching on the comfort. That one, however, he can stay over there.
What do I have to do with this?
You're just a dude. I'm just saying, if they're saying I'm uncomfortable because they're remotely close and they're a guy, I'm fine with that. I literally had to share a bed with a sister and a brother.
If it
Okay.
makes you feel any better, you're not my type. None of you are. Throwing it out there.
You're
I don't believe
not.
that.
Zen be like, I'm everybody's type. The fuck?
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people want to rub this head?
Not
I know
me.
at least 2 who don't.
Surprise.
I don't know about Aggie.
Okay.
I
As
do it
you
all the
all,
time, even when he it's not. He like swats my hand. Trick of luck. It's all mad.
as you all get ready to bed down for the night, some of you in beds, one of you in a pallet on the floor. Trying to think of the best way to describe this. The first thing that would happen is you guys would hear another knock at the door. and Min would come in. After leaving you guys in the showers earlier and stuff before you guys made your way back to the barracks. She would walk into the room and another figure would be with her. This person is someone that you would recognize. The three of you would. She's a drow with long, long white hair and a very scantily clad outfit.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Well,
I take it you're here for a favor.
well, actually, the favor would be me coming here to begin with, as it happens.
What?
My favor was to allow passage to Indemira, the source. I tell you what, it does feel wonderful being here. You see Min's just kind of immediately skulks to the corner, arms crossed, like she is pissed off.
Okay, so why are you here?
No, I needed
In our room.
I needed to thank you and to give you a big ol' hug if you want it.
No.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Your loss. Anyone else?
Come on. I'll give you a hug. Yep.
She will. She'll walk over and give you a big ol' hug. She'll lift you up off the ground, crush your spine a little bit. You know.
Worth it.
No. It's not.
I needed to come
You're
and thank
denying a
you
very
all.
beautiful lady, very beautiful, powerful lady. She don't know if she gets jealous and will smite you all. Just saying.
I need to come and give you all a quick thanks. It's because of you, from what I gather, that I managed to finally get a seat on the council. It's most exciting.
Oh.
Damn, you got to move fast. Vecna's been dead for like only a couple hours.
How does that work with what you wanted?
Time works a little bit differently in other places, dear. Try to catch up. And from what I understand, I do have you all to thank.
But how is this what you wanted? You were against the elders.
I am against the elders, but I can do much more work from a seat on the council than I can from outside it. And besides, it's just a rank up. The real question you should be asking yourselves is how did we know you weren't involved? No
How we were
answers?
involved in Vecna's death.
Mm-hmm.
I assume it was just like, you're all divine magic people, gods. You can probably just be like, oh, that powerful god was killed by these three equally powerful, four equally powerful mortals.
Are you spying on us?
No. No, I'm not. But someone is.
Do you
And
happen
they-
to know who that someone is?
I do. And they would like to speak to you. At
If you say the ardent.
this, she kind of turns around and looks over at Min and says, I am sorry. And then she waves her hand. And when she does, a rift opens up in your barracks. This rift is solid black with this kind of inky drip to it that kind of pools at the base of the portal itself. And someone steps out of the rift. It's a man, a human, at least in appearance. Blonde hair, slicked back into an almost perfect display of perfection, right? They're wearing this kind of white tunic with this red sun that has a kind of fist in the middle of it with a golden halo behind it, and a set of what looks like plate armor with gauntlets and greaves and everything, a sword at his side, a shield on his back.
This is the same symbol as Home Chick, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, you would recognize it pretty much on the spot.
Joy.
What's everyone's first reaction?
That's a fancy dude.
That's the dude we pissed off.
What?
That's Paylor.
Ah, crap.
My reputation precedes me.
Oh. I thought you were mad at us. Why do you want to... Did you just come here to kill us?
Perhaps.
Fuck.
I mean, you could start with him first.
Whoa. Whoa. Don't listen to him. He's just a liar. He's a sinner. You should kill him first.
Why are you here?
Heretic.
To speak. To converse.
Then do so.
Fine. You see, he kind of looks around the room, but somewhere else. And he snaps his fingers. When he does, you all find yourselves sitting on the top of a hill, sun shining through these very sparsely kind of populated trees. Little bit of a clearing in the center of it with a golden table lined up, several glasses of wine along the thing, all kinds of food and stuff scattered out across the table, and these big, huge, golden, like throne-sized, high-backed chairs all around the table. And he walks over and sits at one of them. You notice Min and Loth is not here. It's you four and Paylor.
I didn't realize speaking required a scenery change.
It does when you don't wish to be overheard.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good does the food look on this table?
12.
Fuck. Aggie immediately starts picking things off the banquet table, just eating.
Think like the most picturesque Thanksgiving display you've ever seen. Whole roasted turkeys at either end of the table, tons of sides and stuff in the middle, like buckets of gravy and stuff. Like it is decadent.
Aggie just starts eating and eating, some wine, eating. Yeah, say what you want to say, sun god.
So
All is for
why have the other two out of it?
Our conversation is very likely to lean into territories and pieces of information the other two do not need to know. You, however, have now involved yourself in something much bigger than they could comprehend. As such, we will need to discuss these topics.
Okay, go on.
Have a seat. I have come to realize my actions in the city of Minzo-Baranzan were perhaps hasty. I acted in anger, in one might say, rage. As such, I have decided that stands against who I am, what I've been doing these past several millennia. Thus, I wish to have a more peaceful conversation, a chance to make you see reason.
Okay. And what came about this change of heart?
Again, I realize that anger and rage is not who I am. I am a god of peace, after all, of light. Not one of death, not one of revenge.
All right. And what do you need from us?
To put it simply, I need you to stop.
Stop what?
Everything. Leave men to our own devices. Do not search for any more of these altars. The seals for Ao. Leave them be. I suggest you enjoy the food here while you can. I know, after my visit to Astra, that its like is not to be found in your realm. It could be, by the time we finish this conversation. Perhaps you should get a head start.
And
Why do you want us to leave this alone?
Ignorance, mostly. You know not what you do, what you will unleash should you continue upon your current path.
so
I
how
wish
about
to inform
tell
you.
us?
That is why we are here.
Okay. So if we do not stop, what do we unleash? What will happen?
The destruction of millennia's of work.
What kind of work?
My work. The work of every other god that exists. Thousands upon thousands of pantheons. Of worlds. Of people.
I'm still not hearing the bad part. I just hear that it will undo your work,
Correct.
God's work. But you still haven't explained what exactly is your work. We don't know if it's good. We don't know if it's bad. We don't know what it is because all you gods seem to talk in riddles instead of giving direct information.
Touché. Fine. Let's start at the beginning. Ao created the universe. Millions of realms. Worlds and world seeds, the lives that encompass them. Several millennia ago, a man seeking power, a man with ambition, discovered a use for a world stone, one that granted him the power to have the ability to change things, the ability to make a world operate under his worldview, rather than that of an uncaring, apathetic, and absent god. He used that world stone. He gained that power. He created his world. In turn, he taught others to do the same thing. And, over time, other gods rose. Then, as it happens, this apathetic god suddenly began to care. He sought to strip us of our powers, to uncreate the worlds that we had created ourselves. All in the name of what? We don't know. Some sense of higher purpose for sure, but not one that we agreed with. And so we banded together. And we sealed him. To unleash him now, to free Ao, would be to remake everything. Including your world. Including ours. Complete and total destruction.
It feels like you guys were just selfish and couldn't give up your own power for the greater good.
Is it selfish? Is it selfish to want a voice? The ability to change things? Would you not change things if you could, Soul?
I wouldn't want to be a god. That's what you're asking.
But if being a god gave you the strength to do the things you needed to do, would you not take it?
Absolutely not.
If I told you the only way to find your sister was to accept the power of a world stone, to gain the power to search for her yourself,
No. I don't want that power. And I don't
We've
think
seen-
anybody should have that power.
We've seen what the world stones do to people who claim them. We've seen what they do to the world that they were supposed to give life to.
you've seen what happens when a world stone is incorrectly claimed. When someone uses its power without understanding. I know of your adventures in Sharn with Bryn. I am aware of Vecna's experiments. As though such a
you
word
sat with him at
actually
the table.
encompasses anything he wishes to do.
So you knew about Vecna and did nothing about it.
We did. Though the world of Sharn was long gone before Bryn had a chance to rise. Before Vecna managed to create it. It was long on its way out. But such is the natural order of things. Worlds die. Planets grow old, just as people, just as animals, just as anything else does. And thus, worlds will end. Ao wishes to keep everything in perfect stagnation. A work of art, with no change, no reflection. Just a stagnant image for him to stare at and fawn over.
You're not really selling me on the that being a bad thing.
How could it be a good thing, I ask? There are worlds where technological innovation has pushed mankind into the stars. Where there are worlds where magic has changed things for the better. People no longer get sick. People no longer die of old age. People live forever. But that is a change brought upon by other gods. That is a change brought upon by those with the ambition to change. A world under Ao would no longer exist.
I'm with Zen on this one. It just doesn't make sense that you're trying to make this seem like a good thing, but there's gods with unimaginable power who never retire, never change, who have these worlds that they've created in their own ideal image, but not all of those places are great, and you're not doing anything about the bad ones. So maybe a total reset wouldn't be a bad thing. Also, who's to say that all of those worlds would have not done fine without a god? If you guys cared, then you would be doing something about the way of the world right now, which you're not.
Did you not
Seems
come back here apologizing for being out of character? Is that not your perfect image that had a tarnish when you showed rage?
This is an apology. This is a chance to make you see reason. To help you understand the reasons why we do what we do. Raelith, you said it yourself just a few minutes ago. The good comes with the bad. The two are inseparable. A hot bath at the end of the day does not feel quite as exquisite without the hard work of the day before it. Bad worlds exist, that is true. There are those among us who are incompetent, or with worldviews that are, one might say, uncouth, at the very least. But those worlds exist so that others know when to stop, that others know what to not do. It is trial and error. The same thing as every human being, every other mortal learns from the time they are young. We just do it on a much greater scale. Those worlds will be cold when the time comes. And our goal of utopia will come to fruition.
But why do worlds have to go cold when you just said it yourself that people could live forever? Why do anything have to diminish or perish or die if people could live forever? What are you providing to us, to your worlds, to the people? Lessons and riddles? Because it just sounds like you guys just want power and have an issue with authority.
Let me ask you a question in the form of a hypothetical situation. A man and his dog are enjoying a life in the woods, long away from everyone else. The dog gets his food by hunting in the woods. The man does the same. Eventually, winter comes, and that food is scarce. The man, at the end of the day, takes a small hunk of meat and places it on the table. That meat represents life to both the man and the dog. The man has to use the restroom and decides to take a break. While gone, the dog eats it. In this situation, would you punish the dog?
Punish the dog? No.
Then why, when a fruit is born before us, the power to change things, would you punish us for taking it?
because you guys can make clearly cognitive decisions, whereas a dog is doing what it needs to do to survive. You didn't take those world stones to survive.
Would you call it a cognitive decision based on the difference between man and God? To us, the decisions you make are discognizant.
Well, are we not just reflections of you guys? Y'all
Not
made the
always.
world.
We made some worlds.
Because if any incompetence is coming from you guys,
On my worlds, such a thing doesn't happen. On the worlds Ao created, well,
You say you're a god of peace, correct?
correct.
You say what you created doesn't go our way. It follows your reflection, correct?
Correct.
Yet the person, your follower, who we met, the person we saw, lured our former teammate into a room planning to kill her for you. What part of peace is that? What reflection of peace is that?
Your actions, assisting Kaine, finding the altar, destroying it. Those things seek to make peace a thing of the past. Those actions have wider consequences. Those consequences are no longer peaceful. My reaction was perhaps hasty, but I defend them.
You defend your actions as we defend our right to make our own choices here.
Indeed. I offer you a choice to make the right choice.
right choice to you.
Right and wrong is mostly perspective.
And if you think our choices aren't cognizant, then why are you so scared of us in the first place? Shouldn't you be able to put a stop to this?
Another hypothetical.
Oh God.
The powers of thought.
Oh man, you're full of shit.
A drunk
Is there a
man
way out
had.
of here?
Wow, y'all are just immediately okay. Okay. Look, I had a couple of stories, so I wanted I had some preparation, right?
question. I have a question for you, Sun God. If the way new gods are created is taking a world stone and using it to give them powers, what happens to the worlds that those world stones are on?
They eventually perish. The creations of Ao, seeded by the power of a world stone, will eventually fade. But new worlds, worlds of hope and splendor, will be created in their absence.
So, your goal is to gobble up all of Ao's world stones and destroy all the life he has created. Right? To create something better. Right?
In so many as terms, yes.
And those beings on those worlds that AO created, it's kind of like the price to pay.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question in a hypothetical situation, okay? I'll even use the dog's situation, right? You come into a dog's den, and the dog is eating a piece of meat. It's a hungry dog. It's fought for this piece of meat. And you come and try to take the meat away from the dog. Doesn't the dog have the right to bite your fucking hand off? So why are you telling us to forfeit our world? Why are you telling us our lives don't matter, that your lives matter more, when we just want our world to survive? Our world is dying and you're doing nothing to fucking help us besides let it happen.
You see this as us taking the meat. But it goes further than that. We do take the meat, yes, but we also take the dog. We give it a better life, a home to sleep in, a warm fire to rest beside, and more meat than it can ever want in its entire life. That is the difference. You cannot see beyond a single action. You cannot see the future, the consequences of said actions. Taking the meat is the first step. It is an unsavory one, yes, but necessary to move the dog.
And so what? And Astra, Cove City, all the people that were here on this planet before that have died, this planet's dying, and you're just kind of, we'll come get the stragglers after the world stone that's on this planet has been sucked up by someone else.
You know of the cycle of the
And
world
maybe-
stones, yes?
Maybe they'll be on a world where, you know, the god is nice, friendly, parental, caring. Maybe they're put on a world where the god's sadist. And so far, the only thing you've shown us about yourself is anger, hostility. You're now trying to bargain with us that we are children and you are the parent. That unleashing your parent is worse. Time for us to grow up and you gods to go the fuck away.
I see. I have made an attempt at making you see the truth, at making you understand the way things are beyond your purview.
It's your truth, man. It's not mine.
Very well, then. I made a promise to Loth that our meeting here would not result in your death, would not result in force. But know this. Once you leave the realm of Indamira again, the gloves are off. I will protect my view, as you say, my truth, to the best of my ability.
Well, by taking away our choice. Interesting.
I have offered you a choice, a chance, an olive branch. You are refusing.
Oh,
That was an ultimatum. That wasn't a choice. You know it.
yeah.
You did not ask
Sorry.
me what else I offered. Your refusal was blunt, and from the beginning. I could show you what our utopia holds. I will make Indamira whole again. It would be under my rule, yes, but it would be a realm of peace, of life, of bounty. There will be food, more than you could ever eat in your entire lifetime, for each individual soul left on this world. The rifts, gone. The creatures, gone. Wars, gone. Disease, gone. In exchange,
Not living a life.
all I ask is that you stop what you're doing. Live on this world. Live peacefully. And all your troubles go away.
But that's not living.
Is it not?
No.
No.
Is that not what you fight for? A happy life for everyone who continues to live. A happy life for everyone who comes after. Would you not want that life for your grandchildren? Or their children? To never have to worry about pain or fear, starvation or otherwise. Is that not what you want? Is that not your goal then? Do you seek to keep your world in stagnation?
If you want to bring peace, because you talk about peace, but your action towards us is rage.
One action. A mistake that I am here to fix.
So hypothetically, let's just say we stopped. We listened to you, we stopped. Then what? How long are you talking before you put your plan into action and you take over and there's all this peace and goodness in the world? What do you get out of it?
What do I get out of it? I am one step closer to the utopia I envisioned 4 millennia ago when I took the power of a world stone and decided to change things.
What led you to wanting to change things? You were mortal once, right?
Correct.
What happened that you wanted to change things? What happened in your life?
I saw war. Not war as you know it. Not... The war I saw was horrible. People dying by the thousands every second, all for the name of someone who they will barely remember as they're bleeding out in the trenches. I decided to change things. I decided the world needed to be better because someone else who had the power to change things would do nothing but sit back and watch, an impartial judge and nothing more. I was biased. I still am. But it is a better view than someone who doesn't care at all.
And yet, you have a follower that is capable of murder. can't be all rainbows and happiness.
Again, my actions, not hers. Gods can make mistakes as well.
And we stop. Who's to just say men just won't get another group of people under her wing?
Allow
Cycle
me,
continues.
allow me to handle men. An action that should have been taken care of long ago.
But if you can handle men now, there's no need to talk to us. You would just handle her.
Correct.
Isn't men doing what you did 4 millennia ago?
Perhaps from her view. But the way she
Aren't
would
you
change
doing-
things, the way she would go about rebuilding the world in her image would be counterintuitive. Once again, a mortal, unable to see the consequences of their actions.
Aren't you also doing that exact thing that Ao did? Or that you're claiming that he's going to do that you want stopped? You took a world seed. You destroyed a world. You left with that, with the power to create your own, to create your perfect masterpiece. The exact same thing you're saying he's going to do if he's set free. You took it as a mortal, which you're claiming men was, that we are a person able to make mistakes, a person who can't see the whole picture. You were here once too. So how is this cycle any different? Men was you millennia ago. You were trying to do what Ao's doing, yet you don't want him free to recreate the worlds you destroyed. The lives you destroyed by taking that power and fucking off elsewhere, I believe you said. Not caring about those who were there.
The difference is that those who have taken the power now do care. I visit my
Like
worlds
Vecna.
every day. I
Who
see
you sat alongside with.
Vecna cared not for his people, cared not for his creations, only sought more power. Again, not everyone who takes the power is deserving of it.
Yet your council allows them a seat.
A placation, nothing more. The better ability to keep an eye on him to deal with the situation when it needed to be dealt with.
In this battle of the gods, the end of what you're wanting, you said you're going to be able to rule over this world. How are you not thinking that every single god at your table is out for the other one? Lolf. Lolf doesn't want peace. Lolf sees you as disgusting. A tool of pleasure, if nothing else. You're a man, aren't you? Yet, her perfect world, men were on leashes. If you have a council of gods who all see their perfect world as the end goal, then it doesn't seem like you guys are all on the same page here. What makes you be the one who's going to get the peace in the end? What other gods are at your table? You had one of supposable deception. What is love? Deception, lust, maybe? Pleasure?
Spiders.
Spiders.
Spiders. Who all's in your council? And which ideal is going to win in the end. I believe we were once asked if you had the power of the gods, would you use it to defeat a god? That is what you all did and are trying to do by sealing AO. It's what you all are going to eventually do to each other. Why would we want that power? Why would we want to work for people who ideal world isn't going to be the end goal? We're fighting to protect what's here, what's ours. And by hell if I'm going to stand by while this world falls apart to all the rifts from all the broken worlds y'all have created by leaving, by not caring. So if you'll let us head home now, I do believe our decision is made. And if you're someone we have to face in the end, then it looks like peace wasn't really what you wanted.
Fine. Your choice is spoken. Leave Indemira, and you deal with the consequences, which you have proven time and time again you are unable to see. Be gone. He snaps his fingers, and you're back in your barracks. No men, no loaf, just the four of you standing around the table in the center of the room.
Raelith would like to scream. I feel like she would just be like, How are all these people this ignorant? They want to take care of one problem when they're the exact same problem. Yet we're the ones who are belittled, lower than them, incapable of seeing what's in our faces. They may have more of the picture, but I feel like they're blinder than we are.
Everything is always in due time. If they have these extraordinary powers, things should be done in an instant. If you're stronger than men, you should be able to stop her. You should be able to do the things that you want to do. Why have a conversation with us, give false apologies, and then give us an ultimatum?
They couldn't even reach here before. That deal Mimi made with Lulf, making in Kayane's place, where Kayane had to open a portal here. Lulf is now allowed here. Lulf allowed Palor in. All these gods are so much more of a problem for us than they were before. And how do they not just see the war amongst themselves, like at their own council? Palor is under the impression that he's going to rule it all in the end. How many members are there? That's greed in the end, just like Vecna not wanting to plead fealty to Ao. He was too too egotistical to bow in the end, which cost him his life.
I'm worried now. If we were to free Ale, do that mean we would all have to plead guilty?
I don't think so. 2 were sealed, and I've been the only one who's done that so far. Vecna didn't.
Yeah, look what happened to him.
He didn't, but the seal is still broken.
When you pledged
Soul is
fealty
still
the
here.
first time, what happened?
I felt pressure of, I can't even describe it. You know the phrase, the weight of the world on your shoulders?
Yeah, I've heard
Imagine
that
it.
once or twice.
Imagine it, but actually happening. Being crushed by so much force, you can't. Just so much force you can't even imagine. Like
And
I was
after you
literally
pledge
breaking, but
fealty,
once I pledged, it stopped. And then he asked me what I desired, and or what I wanted, or why I called on him, or I forget exactly what the wording was, but he asked me
so
what I wanted for the fealty, and I was in so much pain, I just said for the pain to stop. And
maybe
it stopped. I was healed. My bones no longer were crushed, and I feel
maybe
in that
you
moment he could have
pledge
done more.
maybe if you pledge fealty, AO grants you some of his divine, I don't know, gumption.
I
Or
don't
his
know.
divine schmutz.
I feel looking back, I feel like I could have asked for more, and he may have done it. But I don't want to be like them. I don't think any of us should want to be like them.
So we're gonna wake up the god's daddy.
It does kind of feel like what we're doing here. Because if he created the world seeds and the whole system that all of our worlds are on, and then they were people who took those and left, then they're just doing what Bren and what everyone else is trying to do with this power, and they shouldn't have it. The worlds deserve to live. Our world deserves to live, and instead it's tearing apart at the seams because of these worlds these gods left.
People are dying. It is all due to greed.
And Paylor mentioned if we accepted his deal that he would end hunger and end all this stuff here. If you have the power to do that, why use it as a bargaining chip? And if you actually want peace, why not just do it?
Also, why not
If
do
you
it
could,
for free? There would have
if
been
that's what you
something.
wanted so badly, for the world to be, for people to be fed, for people not to be ill, for all that he wished for, if he truly wanted that and could do it, why not just do it? Why use it as a bargaining chip? Like you said, why is it transactional? Why not just do it if that's what you stand for?
Because people in authority are greedy, narcissistic people. And I've been saying that for a long time.
And that's what I said about him.
It does strike me funny that Paylor is saying we have the mentality of a dog. We can't imagine everything that is happening when, like, he and his buddies locked away the person who created everything. And it was like, this is not how it's supposed to be. Be gone with you. So it's like, maybe to Paylor with 4 millennia of having a world so infect his mind, which is probably just part of AO just kind of leeching into his head, driving up the worst parts of his imagination. That we might be dogs to Paylor, but Paylor's probably a dog to AO.
That's another thing that got me. He mentioned that AO wanted this like perfect picturesque world with like no error and no, I don't know, no anything. He wanted it stagnant, but
Not
if
Not perfect, but no change. That's important. Continue.
Well, he wanted it with no change, no nothing like that. Yet he created us with the chance to do that. He created those people who were able to overthrow him. And if he wanted this perfect picturesque thing, I mean, yeah, it might be trial and error. I don't know how gods work, but I feel like if he had so much power to create all of those things, he could have had it if he wanted. And I could be very wrong here. I've known gods for 4 days. I don't know. It feels so wrong. So, I don't know. I don't know that we can trust Ao. I don't know that freeing him's the right thing to do. But it feels better than half of this other stuff that's being done now.
I'm down to burn them all.
And how do you plan to do that?
I don't know. Find some other altars, battle the minions of the gods, probably the gods themselves. We already killed 2 of them, so probably could kill more. Let AO come down. Just wipe them all out.
Killed
You
2 of
said it
them.
yourself earlier that you did that with Min.
You're referring to Bren. Okay.
Bren? Ben?
Yeah.
But a different world, different. Not God, but someone trying
new
to
here.
use the world stone. I was a
He
puppet.
was tapping into a world stone, creating his own creations in a sick, twisted way.
Things that would only answer to him. And were basically puppets, but creepy, spidery, humanoid puppets.
And if that is what gods do, take away your free will to make their own perfect image of what perfect life is like, I don't want to live underneath them. I like the messiness. It makes you appreciate the happiness more.
Speaking of happiness more, I was saving this, but you know the place we went to a while back that had the really good food and didn't feel like shit taking from a random god who was trying to buy us.
Yeah.
If before you guys go to bed, you wanna eat. I have the forbidden plates in my bag. I think they held up.
I ate like half a turkey and like an entire like gravy boat full of mashed potatoes and some roasted carrots and like some stuffing. There's an apple pie there that was really good. All I'm trying to say is if you try to feed me any more food, I will probably throw up.
I'll save it for later, for your portion at least. But if anybody else wants to sit, have a good meal, and go the fuck to sleep before we set out tomorrow.
Speaking of setting out, Aggie, I don't know about your meeting. I think we should probably leave sooner than.
They're not going to like that.
Well, neither are the gods. So
They're not happy with us anyway.
true, but who's more powerful and has the ability to kill us a lot faster?
Either one. I mean,
no offense to you, but I'm not really scared of a bunch of halflings.
oh, you're fucked.
I mean, I killed the
Go
guy
on.
with my bare hairs.
I still feel like Bren wasn't quite God, but
Oh,
I'm
he
not
keeps saying that.
believing.
He was creating stuff in his own, what he thought was perfect life. He had great power that the gods seemed to hold. So far, we've seen 2 gods die. They don't seem like they're that tough. Yeah, they may have immense power, but I mean,
Just don't
if
get
it
too
bleeds,
cocky.
you can kill it.
Okay.
Whatever we decide, we just have to go on that journey together and see it through. And
Does that
eventually
mean we're like?
master.
Does that mean we're fully working for Kaine now?
I like to think of it as we're working for Astra. We're working to protect our world, and if it happens to save a bunch of others in the process, then is there anything wrong with that?
Yeah, but we have to use Kaine to get off this planet and go hunt down for more AO altars. Unless we can find a way to do it ourselves, but I no clue how to do that.
Arleth, did AO give you any information about how to find him?
No, not not really. Was more of a you'll know them when you find them kind of a thing, but not. I also haven't tried to contact him outside of the actual place. I don't know. It doesn't feel like the connection to men necessarily. It doesn't feel like it's. I don't know. I haven't tried.
Another thing to think about is, are we totally abandoning our corp mission, or are we still doing that?
I don't feel like abandoning it is a choice here, and I'm not one to abandon. Like the. I don't know how I feel about being pulled to somewhere that we don't know by someone we don't know. But if
Probably
it's to
another guy.
protect here, I feel like we need to do that. I don't. Soul, if your sister's still here somewhere, or if this was y'all's home, or anything
No,
like that.
that's not it at all. I'm more worried about the fact that Min, someone you've been trusting this whole time, which, by the way,
Trust is loose.
It's
but
just
I'm
I
just
get what you're
saying,
saying. I get what you're saying.
y'all were getting on me about being a part of Vecna's thing, and you guys had all these gods in your closet that I didn't even know about. So I'm just saying, a little bit of a jump over the gun there, but Min's been spying on you, which means she's still gonna be spying on us, right? It's not safe. I am here because a god wanted me to be here.
that's the same for us.
So is it really a good idea to stay a part of the core and be under their surveillance? Be under their thumb? Is that what you guys want?
We leave the core, where are we going to go?
You guys have all of the things you need under your belt. It's not like you're gonna unlearn how to close rifts or fight or survive. You haven't really learned that yet, but I'll teach you. I don't want to be under their thumb.
But they have magical items.
There's people who sell that in other places. They're just
They s-
uncommon here.
They
If we were to
sell it.
save Entamira, we need a way to stop the gods from, or whoever is leeching off our world stones and other world stones, which might be the reason why. Hold on. Sounded like a phone was ringing. I don't have any phones in my apartment. That's weird.
Well,
What was I saying? Shit.
almost not making it through the night.
The world stones. Talking about stone.
Oh right. If someone is leeching off all the world stones and like the veils between the worlds are weakening and other planets are merging into ours, we can't stop that on this world. I don't know how to stop it, but the only thing that seems to scare the other gods is unleashing Ao, and I don't think his altars are on this planet anymore. I think we'd already found the one. So we're probably going to have to work with men anyway. She seems to be against the gods just as much as we are now.
Yeah, but we don't know her reason.
We can
What
use
if
her
she-
just as like she's using us.
I was about to say, she's called us her lemmings this whole time, but we can utilize her power just as well as she can utilize us.
And she was the one who said that she wanted to stop the gods. Maybe she'll be willing to help us search for Ao altars. Open them up. Get him free.
I think the biggest concern in the end is that she doesn't just turn into another one of them.
She's close enough. She already talks for riddles.
She does.
I've heard your mantras and your meditations. Those are kind of riddles too.
You can't even spell riddles.
Ridles. Riddles. Gotcha.
There's a Y in there somewhere.
No, there's not. But there's two D's. I didn't say two D's, so.
So yeah, let's I'm against this. Can't stand her. But if we're able to use her to achieve our goal, then I'm for it. Because I want to protect the people.
Yeah, I just don't see any other way we can save our people without her help.
DM, I have a. I want to make sure I'm not muted. I have a question for you. When Mimi left, she had like her bag and stuff originally here. Would her necklace have been here?
It's probably...
I don't see her like having taken it since she like left the.
So here's the thing. The weapons and stuff that you guys have, most of the equipment is all stuff that is issued by the Corps. So there's an understanding that should you leave the Corps, that you would give most of that equipment and stuff back.
But the amulet wasn't given by the Corps.
And neither was the bag. So there's a
So you
chance.
think they would have acquired it?
There's a chance that they may have taken it. There's a chance that she may have just given it up, because when she left under the pretense that she was leaving everything. That bag is kind of part of that. So there's a chance she took it with her. And there's a chance that it is also in the possession of the Corps somewhere. Either one could be true.
Can I roll for it?
Maybe next week, because we're right about at the ending point here.
Okay.
Plus, you would also have to like do some looking for it, so you know. But with that being the case, we are at our end time. We're going to go ahead and go on our break. We'll be back very soon for bonus action. Stick around because there's a lot to talk about in this episode. There's a ton of lore. We finally know what the story is, and we had the chance to like straight up end the campaign today. I wasn't going to tell our party that, but if they had agreed with Paylor, it's like, okay, well, cool, the campaign ends.
We just got the new poster.
Well, you know. But they didn't do that. We are continuing, so there's that. But yeah, there's going to be a ton of stuff to talk about during the bonus action, so you guys stick around, get some questions and stuff ready, and we'll see you all very shortly. See you in a little bit, guys. Are we unmuted? Yes, we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome back for bonus action. I don't know why I did it that way. Hold on. Let me. I'll go back and we'll come back. I'm gonna do something different. That was yeah. That was bad.
So good.
That was.
That was. Hey, you're learning to be a streamer.
Jesus Christ! It's so fucking cringe.
Not as bad as what you wanted to make me make a blurt for your raid thing.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. I forgot what was that.
We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. I
PD
don't.
coaching you.
Oh yeah, that. The Fortnite thing. Yeah. Look. I do want to make a blurb for that and just make it ridiculously expensive so that I'm the only one who can do it, so that anytime I get rated, I can just play that. I think it's genius. I don't know why you're...
Are we coming through too? Hold on.
You should be. You're showing up. Ash, can you hear everybody?
I think we're doing
She just messaged, so... I'm assuming that's it. Yo, what the fuck just happened with Nox? That was... a jump scare. All right, yeah, so she can hear everybody, so we're good. All right, so we got to talk about that episode. We have a lot to talk about in that episode because we got a ton of lore. We got the big lore drop. The hey, this is what the game is about kind of thing. The main point, the main conflict, main philosophy behind this campaign. I finally got to drop all that information, and it puts a lot of our previous episodes, 13 of them, in fact, into context for you guys. Yeah, gods are dicks. Fuck organized religion. I'll say it. But yeah, no, that's the central theme, and we got some stuff to talk about. So, first and foremost. This one was all roleplay, no combat and stuff, but did you guys enjoy this episode? I feel like y'all got really into the philosophy discussion.
Really heated. The philosophy discussions always get me because I'm either super lost or super angry and then really heated and I just get into it. And I don't know where I lied. I don't know where I like lay today. I feel like I got heated. And was like, there's so much stuff that I'm like, I want to be like, you motherfucker, like so many times. I was like, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
I think y'all should have let me finish my stories. I had a couple. I had the dog.
Do you want to give another one of Paylor's stories? Action?
No, we'll give it back. Paylor is going to be a returning character, so he'll have another monologue another day.
Why is Paylor
I like to hear himself
dick?
talk.
Can we kill him first so we don't have to listen to another monologue? Sorry.
Paylor's always an ass.
God of peace.
God of peacefully long monologues, apparently.
Not peacefully. We're about to throw hands during his monologues.
See, that's the thing that sucks. A DM could come up with some really fun things, and these guys are like, the villain's monologuing. Wait a second.
I don't even think that was the plot. I feel like it was just like, we don't like you. You don't like us. There's a lot going on right now.
I was quiet for a lot of that monologue until I was like, fuck this guy.
You were talking about it before we fully came back, but like some Mowgli slipped in there. The anger slipped in there.
Yeah, just a
I
little
love the
bit.
cuddly. I love the cozy beholder. It's a whole vibe.
It is. That's so great. All right, so but yeah, what did you guys what did you like about the episode? It seems to be an agreement, everybody's pretty happy with it and stuff, but like what's give me a favorite moment, shall we? Let's do that. Something we haven't done before.
I don't want to say favorite moment, but I feel like it was just a funny and very Raylith thing to be like, oh yes, my friends are cursed, but hey, I need to tell you about this thing. They'll be fine. They're in the shower. They're good. They're good. Surely they're not suffocating somewhere and just moving on with like.
Where they feel like it's not me and I got some problems.
Raylith can't be included in Hot Boy shower time, so it's just. Well.
Facts.
Okay, you could be one of the boys.
Oh no.
I definitely say Hot Boy shower time was a highlight.
Hot Boy shower
Definitely
time.
was.
Your
like
silence was beautiful.
My clothes are all wet. Won't take off your clothes. Come out. You're fully clothed. What the fuck?
That was a pretty good moment. Yeah. Also, yeah, the on-screen gag of Mowgli just walking back and forth across the camera, screaming at the top of his lungs while silence was on was pretty good.
Beautiful.
I was giggling a lot. I'll say my favorite moment was after the discussion with Paylor when you guys came back and stuff. We had like 30 minutes left or something like that, and I got to just like turn off my mic and push my mic away, and you guys just went into doing your own little talk and your own little discussion. Like as a DM, it's really fun to do that because for 30 minutes I got to listen to you guys role play and I didn't have to do shit.
And then there's other times when you're like, can y'all fucking stop what you're doing? Like, this is so, y'all been going for like 30 minutes and I need y'all to reel it in.
Yeah,
Reel it in, but at least we're on topic this time.
Yeah, that was really the thing of like, I hope they manage to do this for 30 minutes and stay on topic because once you start, digressing, like, kind of happens, right? Ash says Paylor had me heated. Yeah.
So I felt like staying on topic was a good idea.
Yeah. Digressing is kind of Aggie's thing, though. It is a central part of his character, I feel like.
But also, I learned something about Aggie that I think is interesting, and it's probably a lot of just me in general, that when Aggie gets angry, which doesn't happen very often, he stays on topic.
Once he has a focus point. Yeah, that's an interesting thing. You said that specific statement. You said, I learned something about Aggie. And that is one of the things I love about Dungeons and Dragons is like learning your character, learning to play. Like you come up to a situation and you're like, I don't know what he would decide in this moment. And then thinking it through and thinking this is how I play this character and having that change like parts of the way you play the character later on is one of the funnest things about D&D, in my opinion. I love getting into it.
To build even on that some more, there's like a cornerstone of Aggie's personality that I created. I just didn't know how that cornerstone was built or what created his whole like passion about conspiracy theories. And I didn't really think about it or figure it out until like last week, I think. And I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. I'm glad I've been playing Aggie this way because that makes a lot of sense. And it's total distrust of authority figures.
Yeah, no, it happens. Like it's a thing. Learning the character, like getting into the role play, like immersing yourself into the story and stuff. Like that moment when it clicks and you are Aggie for a few minutes, like that's the moment I live for in these games. I absolutely love it. And then you guys stop my monologue and don't let me tell a really good story that I came up with to explain thought process and how the power of a single thought can change a world. But you guys just kind of rolled on past that.
I gave you a little story about a dog.
Yeah. Did you like my? I felt really proud of myself for flipping the dog. How'd you feel about that?
It was good. I was saying the dog part. I was like, this entire analogy is very flimsy. Both the one I was saying and the one that Paylor gave. And I was like, I hope like it's either going to land flat or it's going to be picked up. I hope it gets picked up by someone. And I was like, damn you, Paylor, you picked it up.
Yeah, I felt kind of good about being able to flip that story and then put it back towards Paylor's point of view. That was all improv, baby. That was just me going, okay, I am Paylor. I felt pretty good about it. I liked it. I had a lot of fun with that. Also, we got a little bit more development for Soul. Zen coming out with the real hard-hitting questions. How did you guys feel about that part?
I give you guys nothing.
I Zen coming out and being like, "Would you kill us?" Like just immediately. Like there's no in between. I was like, God damn, Zen's immediately trying to run him off. Like, that's what's happening right here. Like, Zen's fixing to throw hands.
Nah, it's just there's been too much happening in Zen's life, and this person was dealing with someone evil. I don't know their intentions. I don't know what's going on. They're also speaking a riddle. Who else speaks in riddles? Gods.
Oh no. Soul God? What?
No, no, don't put that in the universe. We might have to make it happen.
Right.
Um,
No one can't give
Nope.
direct answers or to anything. Being dismissive. You know who else be dismissive? Gods. It's just too much. So it's just I don't
It's
wear
like that.
gloves, but the bees are off.
I like that thought process of riddles equals gods. So anyone who speaks in riddles is a god, and I hate them.
Well, who knows?
Absolutely.
Maybe that is a defining factor of being a god. You just can't speak in a straight line. Speaking a straight line is a strange sentence to say, but you know what? It fits right here. It does. All right. So, last big question before we open up some questions to chat. And chat, please feel free to get your questions, in chat and stuff, so we can answer stuff if you guys have any. Now that the big central conflict, the big story, has been revealed, this is a two-part question. How do you feel about the build-up so far? And where do you think it's going to go now that we have it all out there?
One of you speak, for the love of God. Because I'll speak, and it'll take up another 20 minutes.
Go for it. Release the Mowgli thoughts into the world.
No, you
Look,
guys go
my
first.
brain cell just flew away because my cat came in and did the really cute thing where she booped my nose with her nose, and I'm in bliss. Like I can't think right now. Like I've been blessed by my cat right now. So Mowgli, it's all you. She stole my brain cell. Can you repeat the question,
No.
Shay?
I refuse to go.
God damn it.
I want to hear from other people.
I was serious.
I think in terms of like story progression, it's been really good, especially because I've been an outsider for like most of it, right? So I came in at like the later half, and I feel like even though I missed a lot of the details, I think it all still flowed in with each other, and I'm still understanding what's happening. Soul doesn't understand shit, so I have to play like I don't understand, but like I've picked up on a lot of the subtle hints and like nuances from earlier, and I was like, this feels really good, because like I've never trusted. I don't know who betrayed us with the spying, because apparently I got the person wrong, but like, that person, I know them in my head. I never trusted them. And it just kind of like fits right that they would be the spy. And I was like, as soon as Ryleth started saying stuff about Ao, I was like, maybe you shouldn't give all that information away. And then lo and behold, they shouldn't have given all that information away. So, it felt good. And then as far as like where it's gonna go, don't have a clue, because I feel like the whole group can't really. We all have our own motives, and not a lot is pushing us towards the same goal. And I feel like because, Aggie's a little bit on the fence, Zin is completely gung-ho, Raylith is also, kind of gung-ho, but I can't really tell. And Sola is like completely fucking out there. It's going to be hard for us to kind of pinpoint where we want to go and how we want to do things. So I think it'll be fun, confusing maybe at certain points, a lot of fighting, but it'll be good.
Yeah, I can definitely see some some inter-party conflict happen a little bit. Does anybody else want to Mowgli, do you want to get your thoughts out there? coming from another DM I respect, I do kind of want to hear your
I get
interpretation of things.
I get it. You don't respect anyone else as a DM.
No, it's not. It's not. That's not what I said. It's come on now.
So I
I'm
like
kidding.
where the story is going. There's a lot of moving parts to it, and like you've been building up these moving parts for a while. And the minute you introduce like a Paylor worshiper, I was like, never trust Paylor, never trust the goody two shoes, because they're always the ones that are like up to the most shady shit. Always trust the evil ones, because you can always count on the evil ones doing evil shit. But Paylor, fuck that guy. I really like the buildup of like a lot of the moving parts. The one thing I wish we had more of is more time just being citizens of Astra and living in that city, just so the conflict of trying to save the city and protect its people and everything has a stronger it's a stronger connection, because for right now I feel like we've had like only like a handful of episodes in Astra, and that's mostly just dealing with our own personal stuff. And yeah, I feel like that's one thing I wish we did more of. But the fact that you have 3 like levels of gods and all their bullshit being thrown in our faces. Gods are the most like, it's the one thing as a DM and a world builder I struggle wrapping my head around. Done a good job at presenting them as dicks. And where we're going to go to Cove City, and Aggie's going to disappear forever. I have a backup character. Don't worry.
Okay, time to get more art drawn. Like 2 days after we finish the other.
Oh no.
It would just be Aggie with a different color hair. It's fine.
We'll just Photoshop it real quick.
His name will be Bartholomew, and he'll be something else.
I think today's session has Raylith both excited and concerned, because Soul mentioned, "Oh, I think we need to leave the Guardian Corps," and Raylith lives, breathes.
Yeah, what a pull that was. I was like, okay, if they decide to leave the Corps, I can deal with that. But boy, wait, hold on. Like, I was worried there for a second, because the Guardian Corps almost is kind of a character in this. Like to a certain extent, and I was like, okay, I mean, I can deal with them not doing that. I can work around it. I did not expect that pull to come, like, when it did.
I got scared. Got very scared.
Had me scrambling for a little bit.
But yeah, no, the idea of going outside is like, I'm excited to see how you do outside the city, because like it feels kind of like what Mowgli said. Like, we got some episodes like of us exploring the city and doing like a little bit here and there, but like I don't feel like we got a ton of the city. But also with the way things are, I could see us not having much to do in the city.
Yeah, well,
So like I'm excited to see what like the in-between area to the next city and stuff is gonna be, with it having been made up to be like this huge, super dangerous, crazy place. Like, I'm excited to see what you're gonna do with that going forward.
okay.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. So Ash said they didn't have any questions, but they did leave us a compliment. They said that you all ate and left no crumbs. It was a fabulous episode. And I do have to say, I worry about this crew sometimes, specifically Mowgli and Steven, and getting into the role play and getting into the story without like derailing everything. And I gotta say, for this episode in particular, to my players, like, congrats. You guys did super, super well. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode, which most of the time I have to cringe a little bit and go, God damn it, Mowgli, hold on, let's get shit back on,
He's
like,
running around naked.
yeah,
You
and
didn't cringe at
Do it
that?
like once or twice in this episode.
But yeah, congrats to like, being able to lock in and, take that, like that whole philosophy discussion and the whole stuff afterwards. Thank you for the bits, Ash. Really appreciate it. Speaking of, we do have to do a shout out. We have a new subscriber. Once again, thank you, Ash. We also have a new follower since last week. So shout out to Real Holding Sword. Thank you guys for both giving us the follow and a subscriber. We love you guys. Not required, but thankful nonetheless. So appreciate you all. But yeah, if we don't have anything else, any big talking points you guys want to get across before we end for this week?
I did like a very fast and loose lore drop on some of Aggie's backstory. I don't think anyone caught it.
What was it?
Aggie's not his real name.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah, no,
no,
I've-
I wrote it down. I wrote it down. I wasn't there for that.
Okay.
Because, like,
You
that was
say-
Top Boy shower time.
You say
But, like,
yeah, you say drop, but like I know that, so
Oh, yeah, you
I
oh, no.
it didn't hit me quite as hard.
It's like the second thing on here is like, Aggie isn't his real name.
No.
I'm scared.
Gotta be Agatha. I'm telling you guys.
No, his real name is
Agatha.
dumber than Agatha.
Aggie Birch.
Because when I created this character, I was like, I'm gonna make a mockery of Shane's world.
Oh,
What's
no.
the dumbest name I can come up with? And he vetoed my first name.
I did, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was it, like Pasta Rooney something or other?
Yeah, something like that. What was it?
It was
have to
it's
go
pretty
through.
rough. There's a lot of messages, yeah.
Okay, so on the next campaign, we all make silly as fuck names. Got it.
Just wait until we decide
Rigatoni
who's.
pasta. What are you, a bard?
I feel like Rigatoni Pasta has to be a barbarian who doesn't speak regular English. So they just
Or can-
named them, or somebody else named them. Like, what's your name? Hold on, I got some rigatoni here. There we go.
Tony Boss.
I
That's
have
your
a
name.
bar too. He's a handsome gentleman.
Oh my god, I
yeah.
still have your freaking character for that. It's literally Hold on, how did you spell him? HANSOM, and then it was Gento, like
DJENTO. Man.
no, it wasn't like gent, like that gent. It was
No, that was mine. That's right. I did gentleman
he was
in the campaign.
handsome gentleman. Yeah,
Yeah.
he played a bard like that. It was great.
Still miss that guy sometimes. All right. Well, we're going to end our session here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate you. Thanks once again to Ash and Real Sword Holder. You guys are the real ones. We'll be back next week for episode 15, and we're going to figure out where the campaign is going from here. Big lore drops and stuff this episode, but that doesn't mean that, of course, our next episodes won't have big moments. So make sure you tune in, and we will see you guys then. Until then, take care, love each other, do all that stuff. And yeah, gods are dicks. That's about it.
Fuck Paylor.
Fuck Baylor.
Fuck Baylor.
All right, say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
All right, peace out, guys.